Yo guys, this is Emmanuel from Infinite Forex here with another video for you guys. Yeah, so in this video we're going to be doing something new, right? Not new as such. I'm just going to share with you guys the setups that I actually have running right now at the moment, this week's setups. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to upload a setup video every week so that you guys know what I'm expecting for the coming week. Yeah, but right now what we're going to look for is just the best day trading strategy, honestly speaking, because I'm sure everyone wants those quick trades in and out. Also, these sniper entries that everyone's been talking about. Before we even get into sniper entries, right, I just want you guys to know that having a sniper entry is some crazy stuff. Like, it's not something that you can just easily do. Yeah, that comes with a lot of experience, because you need to know exactly when the market is going to reverse, and for you to have that knowledge takes a long time to get. So don't be out here chasing these snapper entries saying I'm going to drop a big lot, get a snapper entry, zero drawdown, and make a lot of cash. So let's not even lie to each other in that sense. It's very difficult to do that. Only an experienced person can do that. I have experience in trading, right? But I don't have these snapper entries that everyone's actually talking about. Like, my trades usually have drawdown, but in the end, they still make cash. That's what counts, honestly speaking. That's the major key here, making cash. It's not about the entry, how the entry went. We just want to make cash, right? So, without any more said and done, let's get into the video, right? So today, I actually took an AUD USD sell. Buy. My bad. I took a buy. So my reasons behind this buy, right? I'm not going to drop everything from the beginning because that's just time consuming. I want this video to be short and straight to the point, yeah? But anyways, why I actually took this trade, right? If you go into the daily time frame, right, we have this trend line, an ascending trend line, and we have this descending trend line as well, right? So we've got those two trend lines that were actually broken, right? So if you guys know the rules of a trend line, right? Bounce, bounce, we rejected the trend line going to the upside, got a dummy move, right? And then what happened? We started crashing down, right? So we broke this ascending trend line, and we also broke this descending trend line as well. So you all know what's up, guys. You all know what's up. We're supposed to get a retest of this trend line, right? So price is supposed to push up, retest, and it come down, right? So this buy is quite long term. I can't say long term, like really long term. But since we're looking at the daily time frame, you guys might consider it long term because that's about 5 days, 5 to 6 days holding this specific trade, right? So I'm sure you guys can handle that, honestly speaking. So I could call it long term, right? So now, when you lower the time frame, right, this is where you get your market structure in hand, you guys. Like I keep saying, market structure is a very important topic. You guys should know about that. Like, you can't slack on your market structure, honestly speaking. So yeah, this is where your market structure comes in handy. So if we go into the 1 hour time frame, right, you guys will notice that there's all this consolidation. Like, there's this consolidation phase here, right, that we had. Yeah. So we're forming equal highs and equal lows, right? So if you guys notice this early, you could have started selling here, selling there, and all that stuff, right? I actually took a sell around this area last night, right? Although my stop loss was a bit tight, my stop was somewhere here, right? So it ended up hitting my stop loss this week, crashing down throughout the night, right? I actually wanted to buy at this level, but then I was sleeping during that time because this was around, hold up. Yeah, around this area here. It was around 2 a.m. So I totally missed out on this position. So yeah, that's my bad. So anyways, like I was saying, structure, right? We form an equal high, equal lows. Then what happens all of a sudden? We form a higher high. So that means that the consolidation structure has ended. Right? We're now moving into an uptrend because the market is now forming higher highs. Right? So in order for us to get a valid uptrend, right, we have to go down to form the higher low, right, which is this point right here, right? So it came down from the higher low, right? We got a retest of this level. Then what did I do? I just entered my buys. We flew straight to the top. Yeah. So now, like I told people to scale in onto this trade, right? Why did I say scaling? Because this is also a strong level in the market right now, right? Because we got a rejection there, and another rejection there as well, right? And then what happened? We broke, came back down to retest, and then what happened? We just started flying from there. Yeah, not flying as such, but then I'm sure it's gonna fly up. You get it? So I entered my second entry at this level here, right? Which is actually not that bad, honestly speaking. Right? Got a couple of pips so far, and I'm still in profit. stop loss on break even at this level here. All good. Yeah. So that's basically what I saw in AUD USD. So now moving on to the next pair, right? On this pair, I'm actually going to delete the drawing tools, right? And actually break it down for you guys step by step so you guys actually see what I'm talking about, right? So it's almost a very similar setup to AUD USD, right? But you guys will notice that right now. Yeah. So there we go, right? So I'm going to go back to the daily time frame, right? Because you have to start analyzing on the higher time frame, right? And what do we have here? We've got a trend line that we have drawn up here, right? So bottom wick, remember trend lines are week to week, right? So bottom wick, second wick, so the bounce there, right? And we had a bounce there as well. Of course, we had a bit of a fake out by this week actually breaking through, right? But then in the end, we shot back up to complete that what? The trend line, to respect that trend line basically, right? So now, remember, after doing this, right, know your time frame, right, to at least the 4-hour time frame, because you have to break it down slowly. Don't rush it, just break it down very slowly, right? So after this, we zoom out, right, and here what we're noticing, right, already off the bat, we have a small consolidation phase around this area here, right, of which, yeah, quite good, right? But now what we're actually focusing on, right, is not this zone here, right? We're focusing on this level here that the market has been rejecting in the past. But as you can notice here, the market broke, rejected, and then flew, right? Same thing here, rejected, flew, right? And then here, we broke this point, we retested, right? We failed to pass the previous low, came back up, retested here, we came back, and we still failed to pass the previous low. So honestly speaking, that means that price is refusing to go to the downside, right? So what are we looking for now? We're looking for buyers. And now after this, right, now we're looking for our entry points. We lower the time frame to the 1-hour time frame, right? And then you'll notice that price has actually been consolidating here, like I said, the channel, right? So now we've got this channel, right? Price is now going to break this channel, right? Because we're forming lower lows, lower highs, right? Then all of a sudden we start forming equal highs, equal lows, right? Then all of a sudden a higher high came through. We got our small retest of this zone and buy. Simple as that, guys. Simple as that. With broken structure, we've got our retest and we start buying this pair, right? Straight to the point. Now, all we're actually targeting right now is the touch of this what? Of this trend line, of which, guys, very easy stuff. Already in profit of quite a few pips, right? Let me just calculate the pips we're in profit of. So it's about 50 pips, my days. That's a lot. Actually, I thought it would be less, but yeah, we actually caught some good pips, right? It's about 50 pips there, which is actually quite reasonable, honestly speaking. It's a very good amount to catch, depending on the lot size that you're using. If you're using quite a good lot size, you make quite a bit of money. If you're using minimum lot, that's about $5. If you're using minimum lot, that means your account is small, and $5 is actually going to make a difference to your account. Sorry, just thirsty a bit. So, yeah, $5 actually help you a lot, right? So now we're targeting this zone, and then when we get to this zone, I'm now looking to sell. But I'm only going to sell after a break of structure on the lower time frames, like your 15-minute and such, right? If you guys wanted a more perfect entry, that you could have dropped the time frame again to the this is the 5-minute to the 15-minute, right? So you'll notice that we broke past, right? Then we came down, got our retest, and we started buying from here, right? So an even better entry, honestly speaking, for those guys that are like fictionists, right? To make it even more perfect, right, we go to our fibs, right? Drag your fibs from this level here all the way to that level, right? And you'll notice that the bodies of the candle, right, close at around 38.2%. So that's quite good, guys. Very good, honestly speaking. And then we got our buys from there, right? So, guys, I think that's pretty much it on my day trading strategy, right? I just basically use my trend lines, support and resistance, and important supply and demand zones, which are these zones that I've been drawing out, right? If you guys want to learn how to draw those support and resistance levels, right, watch the second video on my YouTube channel, right, that actually talks about support and resistance and trend lines, right? And then after that, supply and demand is basically just looking left, looking for zones that the market has been failing to break, basically, right? Those are my supply and demand zones. I'm sure there's a lot of people that draw them differently, right? But this is just about me. This is the way I prefer doing stuff. Yeah. But anyways, let's just go on to the loss on gold and explain why I actually took an L on gold, because gold actually killed me today. Actually really abolished me, but yeah. So I drawn all this stuff down, right? I had my triangle here. Price went up, came down, rejected off this point, went, came, rejected off this point, rejected there again, came down, had a fake out, came back down, came, fooled people into thinking we're going to buy, came back down, right? And then we got a touch of the trend line once again, right? Which is around this area here, right? We actually got a wick that touched the trend line, and then we started going up, right? So our trade was in profit for a few hours, basically, about 3 to 4 hours, or even 6 hours, right, in profit up to this point. And then what happened? We went all the way up there, then started crashing down. Hit stop loss, and yeah, it's one of those things, I guess. That's just what it is with gold, I guess. So right now, what we're waiting for, of course, the verdict has changed because we just broke structure, right? Because this was the previous low, right? We finally broke structure, we formed a lower low, so that means we're now going into a downtrend, right? So in order for us to get our downtrend, we need a lower high as well. So the market has to pull back from that lower high, then we start looking to sell. So I'm actually anticipating that price is going to reach this blue zone again, right? Which is try and extend it. So I'm anticipating price touching this blue zone, right? And then start coming down from there. And if you take out your fibs, right? You notice that price is going to reject around 38.2. So this is a potential reversal zone for us, guys. So yeah, I think that's basically it. I'm sure you guys now know the way I trade my things, right? This is just a basic overview of how I do my stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, just drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new to this channel. So anyways, I'm out.